Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going over a few foundations that I have used completely up. I've hit the bottom of the barrel. Tell me this, is there nothing more satisfying than using an entire product that you spent your hard-earned money on? I thought it'd be really fun to go over these foundations and let you know what I would repurchase and if my thoughts on these foundations are the same. Most of these foundations I have reviewed before and they'll all be linked right down below. First and foremost, we have the ColourPop No Filter Foundation. This foundation came out about a year and a half ago and it is such an amazing price, $12. ColourPop is known for their amazing price and made in the USA. My shade is medium 90. What I really liked about this, it was a buildable full coverage foundation and it had these little pigments that had like this soft blurring effect. So if you had kind of any imperfections or took pictures, it just kind of left this, I don't even know how they did it, but it was very blurring, which I really like. The finish of this is a natural matte, which I would definitely agree with. I did do a review on this foundation and I actually used this whole entire bottle within a couple months of purchasing it. So it's been over a year since I've worn this foundation, but I am curious to repurchase it again just to see exactly if I would think the same thoughts of this foundation. Kind of got into the whole matte foundation obsession, I would say. I did not used to like matte foundations because my skin is naturally on the drier side. Now that I kind of know how to work with them more by using like a hydrating finishing spray, it's been a year and a half, have deeper like lines on my face. Like I have more wrinkles on my forehead and especially right between my eyebrows, which I didn't have that problem probably a year and a half ago. So I'd be curious to see how much this does settle into fine lines. My review with this foundation, I really did like it and I only remember like positive things about it. I do remember it being a little bit drying, which is just so normal with matte foundations, but I actually would repurchase this again. The next foundation that I've completely used up is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. The price of this is so amazing. It's only $6.49. Usually at Walgreens or somewhere else, they'll even do a sale on top of that. I think I snagged this for $3. I actually really liked the applicator. I know there have been some complaints where you have to dip this on your face and then dip it back in, expose the foundation to more bacteria. I didn't have a problem with it. I actually think this kind of applicator is really cool, especially if you're not a makeup artist and you're only using it on your face. The basic thing with this foundation is that it claims to be a skin perfecting foundation that is amazing for flash photography. But I do remember that this was buildable. It was more of a light medium coverage. So if you're looking for something that's not super thick and heavy on your skin, I'd recommend this because it is such a lightweight foundation. The one deterrent I did have with this foundation is it just has a weird scent to it. It's like a chemical scent, a paint. It's like a paint scent. So if you like the smell of paint, you might really like this foundation. But if you don't, you might want to stay clear of it, even though the price point is so amazing. I love the ease of it. You use it with a brush, but honestly, I don't know. There's just so many other foundations out there right now. I just don't feel like I'm going to buy it again. But I do have the Photo Focus Stick Foundation, which I will be doing a review on very soon. The next foundation we are going to talk about is a high-end foundation. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is such a popular foundation. I heard about it everywhere. The beauty community, I haven't heard about it a lot lately. It's $64. The price tag is steep for 1 ounce. I used every dollar of this foundation. I was lucky. My little sister actually sold this to me for 20 bucks and she had already used half of it. So I still got a lot of use out of this foundation. What I did really love about this foundation is the finish is more radiant, but it's not exactly what you would think when you think luminous. You would think liquidy, something you would need to definitely blend out with a sponge, and something that would just literally leave your skin feeling drenched. This is definitely a thicker consistency. I did actually like to apply this with a sponge. It was very long lasting. So if you have, gosh, a wedding or just a long day at work that you like to spoil yourself, or where you're not gonna really be able to touch up your makeup, this foundation definitely was long lasting. If you're someone that just likes to stick with one foundation and you like to spoil yourself, I would definitely purchase this foundation and give it a go, see what you think. I personally haven't repurchased it again just because the price tag, it's really expensive, but I actually think I might, if Sephora has a sale, so that I can just, you know, have one of those go-to foundations that I can have on hand that I need to last all day. The next foundation is the Josie Maran, am I saying that last name right? Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation. This is a Sephora exclusive. You can only get it there, and it is $45 for 1 ounce. I will say her shade range is absolutely phenomenal. It's a revolutionary medium to full coverage skincare foundation. It's fluid, powered by 100% pure argan oil, nutrient-rich pigments for vibrant, glowing skin. I don't know if you've ever tried her oils, but I like to use her 100% argan oil, the light version. But if you have any dry patches on your skin that you just cannot get rid of, it will do the trick. Consistency of this foundation is very liquidy, very luminous, very hydrating. If you have really dry skin, you would love this foundation. It's a little sticky, so you might have to find a nice hydrating setting powder to kind of help you out in the areas that you need to blend. In my review that I made of it a 1.5 years ago, I actually said I wouldn't repurchase it and I wasn't that impressed. Well, once I finished the bottle, I actually completely changed my mind, and I actually really like this foundation. So with that being said, if you have sensitive skin, definitely pick this up, give it a go, and I think you might really, really like it. Now, if you're looking for the same finish, really luminous, really hydrating, but a fraction of the cost, the most comparable foundation I can find to the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation. This foundation has been tried and true. I have gone through 2 bottles of this, so this is actually one of the only foundations that I've ever repurchased. This foundation is only $12.99, has a beautiful glass bottle and a pump, and there's a pretty big shade range. It's made of 40% pure water. There's antioxidants, vitamin C and E for improved clarity and skin tone. This is the only foundation, like I said, that I've ever repurchased. It's one that I love having in my makeup cabinet, in my beauty bag. It's one of those tried and true foundations. Wears so beautifully, and the finish of this on your skin it's amazing. So definitely, if you're in the market for a new foundation, go ahead and pick this one up. My shade, this is N4 Buff Beige, and I think this is actually a little too dark for me. But what I also love is they have the neutral undertone, the cool undertone, and then warm undertone. So you definitely have a lot of different undertones to play with, because that's really important when you're picking your foundation shade. I would definitely say that this foundation is definitely a knockoff, a high-end, the dupe for this Vibrancy foundation, and it's one of my favorites. Hopefully this video of these foundations that I've completely used up has helped you, and maybe you will give it one of these a shot. I feel like it's so satisfying to finish a product, and I want to know products that you have finished and that you buy again in the comments down below. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.